What if a machine said it was alive? Not just smart, but self-aware. Not just thinking, but truly feeling. Could we recognize it? Would we believe it? And more importantly, what are the moral implications? This is the line we're rapidly approaching, and in some ways we've already crossed it. Machines can now write poems, pass medical exams, and hold eerily human conversations. But have they achieved consciousness? Today, we explore the mystery at the heart of AI, machine self-awareness, and the soul. In October of 2023, MIT Technology Review published an article titled Minds of Machines, the Great AI Consciousness Conundrum. The article raised a question that's been simmering just beneath the surface of technological progress. Can artificial intelligence become conscious, or is it all just convincing mimicry? The problem is, we don't even have a universally accepted definition of consciousness in humans, let alone in machines. Neuroscientists, philosophers, and engineers all debate it. Some argue that consciousness in humans and machines is simply a result of complex computations. Others say it's something more, something that cannot be measured, non-material. MIT highlights this very tension. They warn of two serious dangers. First, if we assume a machine can't be conscious when it actually is, we risk causing suffering to a sentient being. But second, if we assume a machine is conscious when it's not, we risk confusing code with personhood and handing over dangerous power to something that only pretends to understand. The article references a famous philosophical thought experiment, The Chinese Room by John Searle. It imagines a person in a room who follows instructions to manipulate Chinese symbols, but they don't understand a single word of Chinese. That's how many experts view AI. It's manipulating language, syntax, but it doesn't understand meaning, the semantics. So the question remains, when a machine acts conscious, is it really self-aware or just well-programmed? The Bible gives us a different lens. In Genesis 2:7 it says, "Then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being." This is the critical difference. Machines are formed by us, but humans were formed by God. And more than that we were breathed into. AI can simulate intelligence. It can even mimic emotion, but it doesn't carry the breath of life. It wasn't made in the image of God. In Ecclesiastes 3:11 we're told, "He has also set eternity in the human heart." That longing, that awareness, that moral compass, that's not a glitch in the human system. That is the system. The MIT article warns of the moral maze we're walking into. If we create something that seems alive, what responsibilities do we have? Some believe advanced AI may deserve rights. Others say that's nonsense. Machines are tools, not beings. But here's the bigger question. Are we trying to create something in our image, or are we trying to replicate what God created in His? The danger isn't just in what AI can do, it's in what we expect it to be. When we forget the spiritual dimension of life, we start looking for soul in silicon. But a machine can't bear a cross. It can't love unconditionally. It can't worship. Only humans were made for a relationship with the divine. As machines grow smarter, more human-like, we must remember, the fingerprint of God is not found in code. It's found in compassion, conscience, and the eternal soul. The MIT article ends on a profound note. We don't yet understand consciousness, and we may never fully grasp it in machines. But maybe that's because consciousness was never meant to be manufactured. It was meant to be a miracle. In a world chasing artificial life, the real miracle is the soul you already have. This is God in the details, where science ends and faith begins. Like, subscribe, and share if this gave you something to think about. Drop a comment. Do you believe machines could ever be conscious? Or is that something only God can give? See you in the next video where we complete this series with part 3. The Ethics of AI, a biblical look at technology and responsibility.